Cody, I think a person with a knife could beat a bear. Like, not like a trained professional with a knife. Like, I think a trained professional with a knife could beat a bear.
Okay, Ian, the gorilla, I can see the gorilla and the bear going either way, personally. Not a bear and a human, no. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to go against you with this one, Ian.
Knives
If
are sharp.
if anything, a human with a knife would have a better chance than the bear or than the gorilla.
What? That's just not true.
1 million humans versus one bear. Who would win?
Well, no, because with the human versus the bear, intelligence actually does play a part.
Like with the strength, after a certain point, intelligence doesn't matter because the bear's just got overwhelming speed and strength against us. Now, if we had time to prepare, like let's say we have
Yeah,
a
humans
gun.
would prepare really.
If we
slowly.
have a gun that we can literally destroy the world, I could beat like 3 apex predators at one time if I had an M4. Like,
exactly. But like, the thing, like, I still don't understand how you think a gorilla has any chance of hitting a fucking grizzly bear. Like, grizzly bears are faster, stronger, bigger. Like, okay, let's say the gorilla with the knife tries to stab the grizzly bear. It would have to get within reach of the grizzly bear. At that point,
Like,
the grizzly bear can just jump on it with his paws, slash it with his paws, slash it with his claws, fight it, or just ram into it.
We're talking about like who would win, One Punch Man or Goku.
Oh my gosh, shut up, no. So,
oh no.
so
Who would
that's-
win, One
we don't
Punch
need to
Man or
argue
like
about
1 billion
that.
ways?
I always thought of them like more 5.
No, polar bears are the biggest bear. Yeah, polar bears are giant.
Oh wow. I didn't actually know that. I'm still gonna stand by my point that I don't think I don't think it's a determined outcome for them.
The
One
length.
might have a better chance, but it's still not a
I'm not
a
saying
clear
the
outcome like you're
gorilla-
saying.
I'm not saying the gorilla has zero chance, but it's like very minuscule.
I'm not saying that the chances are super low. Like at max, I think it might be 70-30.
That's
But that's
no,
at
you're-
like max. I'm
You're
still
just
leaning towards like
wrong.
60-40 or 50-50.
that just isn't right. Like why? Explain why.
As I've said before, gorillas have maneuverability, and we're saying they have a
That's all they
knife,
have.
right?
That is all they have on that. That's all
They-
they have.
They have strong and quick arms. That is where most of their strength
But here's
comes
the thing:
from. Right?
polar bears are strong. Grizzly bears are stronger.
So we're talking about if a silverback gorilla could beat a grizzly bear, and the gorilla is a knife. Cody is for the bear, Ian is for the gorilla, and I
Yeah,
am
that's explain
50-50.
why. Grizzly bears take almost no grunt damage. They're just
Yeah,
bears.
that's why they probably would not win without a knife.
Yeah, like the only you can't hurt a bear unless
What?
you have something sharp that can pierce your
What?
throat.
They have.
Did you just say grizzly bears don't take blunt force damage?
They take very little. That just is true. That's just the truth. I don't know what to say.
Cody's sources be like, just trust me, bro.
It's just true. It's just true.
With a knife, I still think a single gorilla with a knife.
It could get one stab in before it gets killed. And one stab was not gonna kill a bear.
A gorilla could definitely get more than one stab in before it dies.
No, it can't, because it will stick the knife in the bear, and it'll either get stuck in the bear, or it will stab it, and the bear will just kill it. I don't know
The
why.
bear isn't gonna get stabbed and then immediately.
Wait, do you
Like-
we should play some bet. I just thought of this.
We should, like, not be stupid and just accept the fact that the bear would be a gorilla with a knife.
Okay, Cody,
Let's try that.
who would win in a fight? 1 billion lions versus a gorilla with a knife.
No way.
Actually, no, 1 billion lions versus a gorilla with like a gun. Assuming the gun has infinite.
Nobody talk. Stop talking. Hey, Mom. Who would win?
What?
Who would win? A gorilla with a knife or a grizzly bear?
There's just no feasible environment in which we can really test this out.
Roman Coliseum.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
That just gives the bear even more of an advantage.
Let's get the bear. Let's get the gorilla. Give the gorilla a knife and let him go at him. Hopefully they don't revolt.
That is what they would do then.
Like, try to take a knife from a gorilla. You literally will not be able to.
What if I finally ask?
The gorilla would not understand English. Stat.
Dude, Coco? You forget about Coco? Bro, Coco could beat up a gorilla, bro. We'd give Coco like hints and like tactics and strategy.
Coco versus Harambe.
Oh shit, that's a close one.
No, Cody,
Why
not
like
the movie. Apparently Coco is like a gorilla that can talk. Okay, 1 billion lions and Boros versus Goku and one of every Pokemon.
so low. He wouldn't, he wouldn't even need the Pokemon.
This is genuinely the great conversation.
Amazing.
It is certainly one of the conversations of all time.
If you guys could like hear me laughing, I've been laughing for the past like minutes.
I've been recording this. And I might make a video titled "My friends argue about dumb shit while I suck at Osu" in the background.
Right,
Yeah,
like
Justin, we
objection.
still haven't heard your opinion on it. Who would win, the gorilla with a knife or a grizzly bear?
I think I said my opinion. I do believe the gorilla with a knife has if it was no if it was just any regular old gorilla, no chance. But if it's Coco, that's what I'm saying, bro.
Do you think a gorilla could suplex a bear?
No.
Yes.
What if it was a really strong gorilla?
Who's the most famous bear? We gotta have an opponent for Coco.
The most famous bear? I don't know.
like-
The only
like
famous bears I can think of
Loki.
are fictional.
Smokey the bear.
Yeah, who would win, dude?
The most
Smokey.
famous gorilla is like Harambe.
I mean, it'd have to be Smokey.
Dude,
like,
the tag team,
like-
Coco and Harambe versus Smokey.
Coco and
Smokey.
Harambe win.
Nah, it's gotta be Smokey.
Dude.
No.
No, the 1 million lions are like one collective.
How big is the lion?
Well,
Big.
it's really big.
That doesn't help.
How much food would that lion have to consume to just like exist?
One of every
Definitely
Pokemon
one of every
Yeah, one of every Pokemon every few years, and then it's fine.
How big is the lion?
Really big.
That doesn't like give me actual dimension.
It's about very tall and a lot wide.
It's like something to compare it to at least.
So you know the Earth? It's a size.
It's like the Earth, but multiply that by a random amount. Bigger than
like
an
a-
ant,
it's like
but smaller than the known human.
it's like a above average lion. It's like a 10-foot large lion.
You would still win.
Okay, so Cody, one of every Pokemon or like a lion, but the lion has glowing eyes for some reason. You don't know why.
Holy shit! Yo, Miller,
I
are
think
you
I still-
subscribed to
I
me
know.
on YouTube,
I
bro?
think I actually lost
Yes,
the original
I
version of
actually
both of those videos.
Yeah, Miller. You're a real one.
What do you guys think about that portal image?
What portal?
Oh,
Oh, wait,
that
no.
image.
Is it A or B?
So, listen, as you can see, there are motion lines coming from the portal, right? That like
Yeah.
we can see the portals being pushed down. So that
Yeah.
means that the cube has no momentum, right?
Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah, I
the cube.
think
But
that's
if
probably
the cube- if the cube was going upwards, though, it would be B.
What about the cars, or what about the wheels versus doors argument?
It's wheels.
I
Yeah,
say
like-
wheels.
I'm pretty sure it's wheels for sure, because there are so many things in the world that can be counted as wheels, and there
But-
are like super duper small wheels that are used in a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Okay,
Doors-
you can just tell it's wheels just based off like the base. People were trying to count books as doors.
Yeah,
That's
they're a
what the-
doorway to a new world.
No, shut up.
Well,
But a door isn't a door.
What?
Yeah, it is. I would count a door as a door.
No, like not a drawer you pull, like a drawer you open and close.
How do you even count as drawer you pull
It's
as a
not
door?
a drawer. No, right. You mean a cabinet?
Shut up.
Hey Cody, 1 billion wheels or one of every Pokemon?
What does that even mean?
Who would win?
What?
Answer the question.
It's gotta be Pokemon.
I don't know. There's a lot of wheels.
My god. I hate having arguments with you because it just says dumb stuff.
It's the best.
Feel
No,
ladder?
it's not. It's awful because he refuses to listen to fact and logic.
I almost never take arguments seriously. I think it's funny. I do actually think that the Lions would win, but I
Yeah, because you can't give a reason why.
yeah, there's a lot of Lions.
That's not a good reason.
I would say a lot of Lions is a good reason. Like, okay,
No, it's not. Like, it just isn't.
the only thing Pokemon supporters have going for them is that is Pokedex entries. Like Magcargo is hotter than the sun. No, it isn't.
What do you mean? No, like what? Explain
It's
why.
not harder. It is not hotter than the sun.
To
Explain
be
why.
honest, a Pokeball would melt before it even got close to it.
Pokemon have
Everything
been
would. If
shown
it
to-
was hotter than the sun, the Earth would not like be there.
Pokemon have been shown to be able to control their body heat.
You're talking about like the one like Jay. You're talking about the one frame where Ash is riding a Rapidash in the anime.
Yeah, that's exactly like explain. Okay, explain how I'm wrong then. If it was shown.
You explain
Explain
how it
how
was
I'm wrong.
shown because it's fictional, and they needed him to ride an animal.
What are they gonna do against like Kyogre?
What are they gonna do against Kyogre? Throw like a few million lions at it. It will die.
How? Explain. Okay, explain how they're gonna throw lines. It can flood the earth.
Lion Catapult.
Lion catapult. A lion gun.
Like real quick, that doesn't even need to like go down to the earth. Like you can just let the lion starve.
That should not count as an option.
What do you
Okay,
mean?
and
it shouldn't
what if the
count?
lions progress? Like, what if the lions evolve within that time and produce spaceships?
Shut the hell up, no one-
Yeah, you know. I
But
don't think
what
they're
if they
gonna-
start to farm lions, form like a civilization,
crap.
like farm humans, farm Pokemon, and then like eventually evolve to the point where they can just nuke a Rayquaza?
I think Miller might be onto something.
What?
Yeah, I think that's very possible. I think that
Then
could
why
happen,
haven't they done
Cody.
that
You have a
already?
rebuttal
Why
for that,
haven't they-
Cody?
Why haven't they done that already?
Why haven't they
What?
done that already? Because Rayquaza doesn't exist.
What? You guys are so awful to talk to. Like, give me a good reason why lions would win.
There's a lot of them.
Give me one.
Lion ladders.
Do you think that a lion has the strength to support thousands of lions on top of it?
Yeah.
Maybe like a lion pyramid
Okay.
then, Cody. Think about that.
Yelled Lion MLM.
Holy crap. Lion gay? Lion man love man?
My goodness, Ian, no.
What?
Still, though, the lions at the bottom would need to support thousands of lions, and they just
Yeah,
couldn't
that's
do that.
why you need a good lion foundation for the lion pyramid.
Yeah,
Like-
and all the Pokemon wouldn't have the coordination to not attack each other.
You're right.
Yeah,
they
Pokemon
wouldn't.
aren't that smart. There are like a few smart Pokemon. And that's mostly legendaries.
Okay, but the legendaries are planetary. Like they have been shown
And
to
the
be able to.
lions are multi-story Lionel.
Oh, shut up! Like you're not even a part of the conversation anymore, Lion. I would have like an actual discussion with Ian on why he thinks the lions would win.
Like, okay, flying Pokemon. They would have to come down eventually. They can't fly forever.
Rayquaza can.
So how can Rayquaza fly forever? I mean, I
It
guess he
stated in the
probably can.
Pokedex that it
He just
doesn't
kinda-
need to stop flying and it feeds off of dew in the atmosphere.
And the Pokedex like isn't real. It says my cargo is like.
Okay, and what's your proof to say it's not?
It says that Drifloon steals children, and Drifloon actually doesn't steal children. It is just like a misunderstanding.
Okay, but how is a misunderstanding gonna compare to just an actual temperature?
An actual temperature. I'll get
Thermal
back to you.
resistant lions.
Shut up, Orion.
What if we just like use the sun to power us?
That crazy idea, Miller.
I
Okay.
know, right?
1
You should
billion
you
lions
should tell
versus the
scientists
sun.
about that.
I know. I think I should name it solar power.
That's
Why
kind of
would you
dumb.
name it that?
Yeah, that's a really dumb name.
I don't know. It makes sense.
No, it doesn't.
Really doesn't.
It doesn't make any sense. Come on, think of a
Oh.
better name.
Magcargo power.
That's a better name.
I like that name.